morning, everyone. Can we see some faces here? See some faces nowhere talking to other human beings. I see. You still need to change your phone name. PC's iPhone, and then there's Shilpa. Jaisal, good morning, and a very happy Thursday to each and every one of you. You would see a little change of scenery here as to where I am. So today we're also going to talk about something very, very interesting. I do remember that, wait a second, let me, okay, see how we can have that music shut off. Okay, that's all right, correct? Okay. So I do remember that I had promised everyone questions from last week. If there is any questions, the way that I've decided we can go about it is any questions that come to your mind, anything you want to ask from the past few weeks, that is something that has been on your mind. Anything you want to ask other than that, but which is related to our thoughts, how we can shift our thoughts, how we can shift our realities. Okay, I'm going to continue talking, allow you guys to raise your hand up to put it on the chat so that then we can take it up from the chat a little earlier so people get that time to get their questions together and to get them ready so that we're not simply waiting. Okay, and I will speak a little about the law of attraction today, since that is also a topic that we were to continue with everyone actually in a new internet connection. So it keeps showing me some of the other sign. Can everyone hear me well? Yeah? Hello?
It breaks in between.
It's breaking in between. Okay. Give me a second. I'm just going to adjust that. Okay, I believe it should be better now, but you can let me know if there is any problem with it. Okay. Okay. So yes, we were at anyone has any questions, please go ahead, put them on the chat. Today is the day we want to actually have the number of questions that we have that we want to address. Then I can accordingly modulate what we want to discuss as well. I also want to know how many of you have actually taken this week to assess what your strengths, what your weaknesses are. Come on, guys. Anyone raise your hand, let me know you have assessed what your strengths, what your weaknesses are. We want to know if everything that we're talking about on is something that is actually getting or making an attempt to at least understand and put to action within your lives, because otherwise things remain at a thought level. At a thought level, everything looks beautiful, but to actually have it come into fruition for us, to actually have the law of attraction work for us. We speak about the law of attraction and we say whatever you think you become. It's an easier thought than something that is put in action. Each person says, yes, I think of all the amazing things I want to become. So what stops me there? We say the universe is in a forever tathastu mode. What that means is that anything at all that you're going to ask of the universe. And how does one ask? Does each person need to be someone who goes to the temple or goes to the church or goes wherever they do go and pray every day ardently? And is that the only time that God listens? No. You could be going to your religious place every day. You could be sitting in meditation every day and asking for a particular thing, and you might see that it still doesn't come true in your life. There are only two reasons for that. We think there's a multitude of reasons why I'm not getting what I'm getting. The first reason being, I'm asking for something, but I don't believe I can have it. In our heads also, we have a particular time frame. We say we want something, and I would love to have this. I would love to have a new house. I'd love to feel healthy. But so many times when we ask a person that, okay, so just say tomorrow, when you get up, you're completely healthy. Say tomorrow when you get up, you're looking for that life partner for ages. And tomorrow as you wake up, they're next to you, they're the love of your life. How do you feel? Tomorrow, that healing that you're looking for, somebody who's been ill for a while and they've been looking to get better, they've been working on it for months, for years. And we tell them, okay, you know what? Magically, tomorrow, magically, within an hour, you're going to be completely fine. From that wheelchair, you can now run. How do you feel? Tomorrow, you're going to wake up in your dream house. After those first few moments of glory and feeling amazing, they begin to panic. No, tomorrow's, I really wanted, no, I really wanted Richa, but tomorrow doesn't make sense, no? I have so many things to finish before that. Tomorrow, if you're saying I'll get my, what will I wear? How will I go about it? Where will we stay? What will we do? So many times we've set our goals towards something, we've asked for something, but have we seen if we've set the background for it? Have we seen that we're actually truly ready to have that in our lives? The energy that we're sending towards it, what we're asking for, whether that can actually come true, depends so much on not just simply wording it and asking for it. And the thing is that so many times when we speak about manifestation, we focus very strongly, because it is important, on the words, on the things that you're asking for. We'll speak about manifestation in the weeks to come if that is something that people wish to speak about. Okay, but we focus a lot on words because we say, so many times you may not realize that you're asking for something completely different from what you intend. The universe is all set to give you whatever you like, whatever you want. But so many times, even if you're listening to somebody who wants to change their job, now, when are the times we get upset that the universe is not giving us something? Generally, that upsets people when it is something big, when it is something significant in their life. My new house, my new job, that relationship I want to get into, anything significant when I want to step into, and it is not happening, is when I begin to get upset. Manifestation works in every facet. It works on even small things. I have to get home. I want to get there in 10 minutes. I need that taxi to be right there. Manifestation. I really feel like eating something. And whether I get a chance to eat it right away or have to wait for that 1 month till I can go there and get it. Manifestation. People who truly manifest even in these small instances. Say, I will get you in 15 minutes. You don't worry. Suddenly there is no signals, no nothing, and they will be there. They say, oh, I really feel like having strawberries. And out of nowhere, somebody is driven 4 hours and goes like, I really felt like getting these strawberries for the house. And that's all manifestation. But generally, you will not see people complain when these small things, these small manifestations do not happen. Almost because we don't even think that we deserve everything we're asking for. That sort of power actually scares a lot of people. It's like when you see, if you've seen any of those movies where that person temporarily becomes God. So anything that they say, anything that they think, anything that they ask for comes right there. We came here to this third plane, to this earth, to learn as well, because it's a very forgiving place. You ask for something, and then after 5 minutes, you're saying something completely different. So you keep correcting and recorrecting and editing and re-editing what you're asking for. And so what happens is, by the time your order is being prepared, so I tell a restaurant, I want to eat this. And in 2 minutes, I tell them, but listen, make it a little different. Then in 3 minutes, I say, but I'm not sure if I want this. Maybe I'll have something else. Just put my order on hold. We keep editing, altering, shifting what we want. And so our order keeps getting put on hold, coming in, altered. And by the time we receive it, we have no idea what we've received. But it buys us time. What it does is it buys me time. Till I don't know what I want, the universe cannot give it to me. So I get time. I get time to settle into that background that I feel is going to be comfortable, conducive for what I actually want. We've spoken about this point very extensively. Do you know what you want? Do you know what you actually, truly want? We asked people in the manifestation class, do you know what you would like to do if you had $1 million? It's one of the beliefs they check. The idea is to know when I'm thinking of those $1 million coming to me, is it scary? Am I worried about the government, about how I'm going to justify it, what I'm going to do? Am I thinking of just storing it in a bank and doing nothing about it? Am I in the energy of abundance where I know exactly what I want to do with it? So how does the universe also assess, right? Because in the universe's theory, in the universal law, nothing is right or wrong. Literally one of the most forgiving, most benevolent parents that says, child, whatever you want, you keep asking, I will keep giving. You want 100 toys a day, ask for them, I will give them to you. But then instead of asking for that big house, generally we go like, oh my God, where am I going to put those things? Now the universe, it's like that child who changes every 2 minutes what they want. So I have a toddler also, right? So we get demands in the middle of the night when he wakes up, like, I want chocolate dudu in orange cup with straw from Papa. I wonder how at 2 in the morning he can give such detailed instructions to us. And if he says orange cup, he means orange cup. And I'm like, you've just woken up in the middle of, because in the middle of the night, for you to look for the orange cup, for you to look for it, or to sit and negotiate that, listen, today we don't have the orange cup. What other color will you settle for? Because then they throw a fit. They have a full meltdown if one of those instructions are not followed. So you receive this instruction if my husband is sleeping and I go like, let me dare and give it. With Papa. And I'm like, oh yeah, missed a part of that instruction. As decisively as he knows sometimes. There are other times when they probably can't express, or then, like you just, without asking them, you pick up the orange cup because you assume this is what he likes to have it in every day. So today, this is what we're going to serve it in. They go like, no, they have a full meltdown, and you're like, what happened? They wanted the green cup. Now, generally, the thing is, you go like, okay, great. At least I know exactly what to get them, and I'm going to just simply get that. And that's going to be that. Okay. Once. So generally, you know exactly what they're looking for, what to get them, how to get that to them. When are the times that we get annoyed, frustrated, something takes time? when they keep changing their mind. I want orange, now I want green, now I want it with a spoon, now I want to drink it myself, now I want a straw. So the universe isn't as short-tempered as us. It gives us whatever we want, but if we keep altering what we want, then there is that time that it takes. Generally, people say, I didn't alter. I know exactly, that I want a big house. I'm very clear I want a big house. I'm very clear I want to be with this person. But the energy that we're going to give, because the universe is all about energy. There's energy in every being, everything. It's all about energy. So the minute it is the energies that I'm giving out that the universe is going to read, it's simply like that television. I could have an intention to watch a certain show, to have that, but the frequency I will send out on the remote is exactly what I'm going to get. My intention, my thought of maybe I should watch this movie, or maybe I should watch a Bollywood movie, maybe I should watch Coffee with Karan, maybe I should watch the new docu-series that has just come out. That confusion, it doesn't know how to translate. So whatever it receives, it gives. So the first reason that people do not get what they want is when that clarity is not there, is when they are confused as to what they want, is when we have a limiting belief for whatever the reason might be. That clarity is not there, there's confusion. That either you have to check on your beliefs of whether you feel you deserve something. Whether you feel you deserve it if you can have it right away. That's also very, very important to assess. If I give it to you right away, right in this second, do you feel you're ready for it? Third point that comes along is, do I know what to do with it when I receive it? So often we're so focused on a certain goal, on a certain thing, on a certain object, on a certain whatever your focus point might be, certain dream that we really wanted to happen, that a lot of time passes, but we've never given thought to what will we do when we have it. You have that big house. Do you know how you're going to maintain it? That includes your cleaning, that includes your bigger light bills, that includes your bigger water bills, that includes your new commute, that includes everything. Do I know how I'm going to actually live with it? You have that life partner that you always wanted, that you've been asking for so long. Now you have them. But do you know how to live a life with them? Are you prepared? Are you ready to begin a life with them? Very, very, very important. Any goal, I want that big job, that promotion. Of course, it is going to be good for you. That's why you want it. That's at least how you perceive it. But when you have it, have you assessed how you're going to manage the things that you're currently managing? So many times it eases out one area, but not the rest. So A is when we have limiting beliefs as to whether we can receive it or not. And then B comes the point of how we feel we will actually live with it. So what are the frequencies you are sending to the universe? If you keep altering your order, is that going to happen? Now, generally, as I've always told you before, we'll ask, we meditate, we go to the temple, we think about what we want positively for a while. And then the next minute, if we get into constant chatter about all that is not going right, about all the reasons you really wanted, about the reasons that are there, about why you're so fed up in that small house, how you feel so alone, and that's why you want that home. The minute you keep dwelling on that energy, two things happen. One is you dwell in that energy is what you are in. So you feel it a lot more intensely, a lot more deeply. That frequency is what you send to the universe, and the universe responds to that frequency by sending you more of that. To get out of that, we really have to do one thing, which is to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. And it is something not just you, but me, anyone, everyone feels. But you feel like, no, but listen to me. We want, even to the person that doesn't want to undergo, but this has happened to me. And even though we want them to also bring us out of it, it feels so important to vent that out, to share that sometimes, that we can't resist the urge to, just go like, okay, what can I do about this situation? So that's why we have the B rounds also, right? People be it out, so that even as you're venting, you're releasing. So now comes the thing of, okay, somebody wants to tell you, we tell them, okay, and then they'll tell you, but Richa, why did this happen to me? Why me? What have I done? Why me? Why me? I'm stuck in this terribly toxic relationship. Why me? I do everything I can. Why is this happening to me? It's the question of the millennium. Everyone wants to know why the things that are going wrong with them are happening to them. What's surprising is people actually so many times even want to know if things are going right with them. Why them? It's, oh my God, everything, just happened so smoothly. I don't know how, I don't know why how could it happen to me? I wonder why, it went so smoothly. The only thing I ask them at that point is I let them speak, and then I ask them, if you want, I will direct your session in a way where I can ask why this is happening to you. The learning, of course, is very important, and all that time to figure out why it happened to you. You have these past lives, you have this karmic connection, you asked for it, 100 reasons. But do you want to spend that time looking at why this happened to you? Is it breaking for everyone? I don't know if it's breaking. Okay. It should be better now. Okay. Can you hear me better? Do you want to spend that time looking at why it happened to you? Or do you want to see what next? What can I do about it? So, minute we're going to dwell into the energies of everything that's going wrong. We're going to dwell in the energy of the confusions there. So, the two reasons the universe will not deliver what I'm asking for. Reason number one, keep asking for opposite things. And so the universe is just waiting to see which energy is higher. Am I sending those energies in equal proportion? Sometimes I equally want something better to happen and equally crib about it not being there. So if both of those are in a tug of war, the universe is like, you know what, let's just wait till they ask for something more strongly, or you're asking for the negative more strongly. So A is there's confusion in the order keeps changing. Okay. Or B is, if something is something, it's just at a thought level and I'm captivated, I'm at that thought level for so long that I've not allowed myself to take any action towards it. that I've not allowed myself to create the space that it actually requires, to create that background, or to prepare myself for the opportunity that I'm actually asking for. The minute you're ready mentally, you will see that things work out like this, super, super quick. Okay, so it is about what we, now again, one thing is when we sometimes ask for something, the minute you're asking for something in your highest sphere, in your highest energy space, what is the reason we asked all of you to think of your strengths, your weaknesses last week? A lot of you are stuck. Just let me know. So I'm guessing I am for you too. Is it all right? Okay, we've got whatever we can do for the connection. Let me just check. Is it any better? I'm just waiting to know because I'm actually in a new place just now. So we've done everything we can to have the internet connection strong. I just want to know that whether that's working. Okay. Or we'll wrap this session up soon and we can have a longer session next time. I'm just seeing how to get this best to work. It's 40% better. Okay. Is it better the video? Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do this session up with, because you as to how this law works and how we can have it in action. Let's take a poll. Okay. Share, and each of you hear it on the live stream, that session as we've got. Hi guys, can you hear me any better? I was actually just recording a video for each of you. We'll continue a lot of what we had to say next week. We'll take it up next week. We're actually in a new space. I don't know if you can hear me. And that is actually the story that I was waiting to share with each one of you. The story of manifestation, how attraction and how it has practically happily share it here with each. So I'm actually in Bombay just now. Okay, and from going last week to really wanting and wondering if I could be there and be there for the session that was there, the class that's happening, the graduation ceremony that we're going to have, with having 2 kids, with having Hong Kong that has no quarantine hotels available until September, but we still have to quarantine in an institution for 1 week when we return. Mind you, my kids are 2 years and 10 months old. So at that point, 2.5 years, but then at that point to wonder how it was actually possible to come to a class, whether I could make it here. And the story of how actually when that clarity that is required, certainty and manifesting, attracting. I'll do one thing. I will just continue this. I will either record a short video and send it to you guys, share with you guys that exciting story, and then take it forward next week or when we speak next as to how and what are the principles that actually came into being with that. Okay, we'll take it up that way, or I will share it with you next week, because the connection is going constantly on and off, so there's no link that can be established. The reason I'm even speaking just now is hoping that YouTube will stream it, so you will still have it in one flow when you hear it over there. Okay, but the one point that I had begun, which I want to complete, I'll share my story with you guys on a video or a reel or whatever that I can do. But the one point I wanted to share with you guys was focus on what next and release the needy energy. Anytime a manifestation comes out of, oh God, give me this, please give me this, I have to have this, please, I cannot live without this. Anytime you ask from a needy energy, we spoke about expectations last week and how they totally disrupt our system. Expectations also come out of a needy energy. When I just know I'm happy, I'm happy. When I know, oh yeah, I've received it and that's that, then it's okay. But when I'm like, no, oh my God, I really hope I can get surprised. I really hope I can, feel that happy. I wish that someone would do this for me. The universe, please give this to me. The minute we enter that zone of being needy, desperate, like I have to have it or else, we tune off from our highest energy that is there. We disconnect from our true universal energy of abundance, from the belief that there is that abundance where it will happen, it can happen for me. We've disconnected from our strengths. A big stop for manifestation is also, are you playing to your strengths or have you altered who you are? So we'll continue more of that next week. If there's anything that you want addressed related to law of attraction, manifestation, anything at all, let us know and we'll share that story with you guys on there as well. Thank you all for still sticking on. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next Thursday.